Welcome back, and in today's video is going to be my thoughts on dance moms. I've always wanted to do a video like this. I've seen a lot of people do these videos, and you know what? Let me know what movie, TV show you want me to say my thoughts on next. Anyway, so like I said, we're gonna do Dance Moms. This is like my 1000th time watching it. I've watched it a good chunk of my life. Dance Moms I started watching when I was like around 8 years old, so in 2017, which is interesting because that's important. So when I first watched it, the very first clip I saw was season, I think 3 or 4, the one where they did the Ouija board dance and Chloe was like the lead. I think she was the lead. And something happened to where they dropped Chloe on her neck. I just remember that specifically part about the dance. So they did that, and then after that clip, I went to go watch that first episode when I was 8. And for some reason, I thought that I was around the same age as them, not knowing they were. I mean, honestly, they are around the same age as me. A lot of them aren't as old, or as older than me. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm going on a lot of rampage. Okay. I'm noticing I've tried to film this video several times, and every single time I've noticed that I'm holding my breath in, and I'm like, it sounds like, anyway. So, I don't know why when I talk, I just hold a breath. Anyway, what am I saying? Okay. So after I watched the first clip, I then watched season 1, and when they were saying their ages, like, I'm 8, I'm 9, I'm 10, I'm this, I really thought that I was around the same age as them. I really did. I thought I was older than some of them. I was excited. I was happy. I was like, I'm older than these people. I don't know why that was a goal of mine. I don't know why I thought that was cool. But little Alexis thought it was cool that she was going to be older than them. But frankly, in reality, it was 2017. They already were teenagers at that point. I think the fifth episode, season 7 was coming out, or already came out at that point. And, well, Abby was going through all of her legal stuff. I think she went to jail. I think that was the year she went to jail. I'm not 100% sure if that was the year. Let's look. Let's do some searchy-worching. What? Okay, let's see. Whatever, I'll do this. What year did Abby Lee Miller go to jail? Yeah, it was in 2017. So when I was watching it, that was when she was released. That was when she went to jail. Oh, she was released in 2018. I do have to say I was really sad. She was transferred to a halfway house for being released early, being served a sentence at the federal institution in California, sentenced 1 year and a day in federal prison for bankruptcy fraud. I don't know if I could do that. Because she got... Anywho, so she went to jail in 2017. Okay, so again, like I said, about when the time I started watching the show. I mean, that was a little crazy. So, okay. So, I'm not older. They are around the same age as me. So, they are just a teeny tiny bit older than me. But, I mean, I do have to say that is a little crazy now that, these people are becoming adults are, just a teeny tiny bit older than me. I'm going to be an adult soon. That's crazy. Anyway, so, are people my age are having children? Okay, anyway, let's go into my thoughts of Dance Moms. So, what my rewatch this time sparked was because of the Back to the Bar podcast by Kelly and Christy. So, Kelly Highland and Christy Lakeziak. Kelly Highland is the mom of Brooke and Paige, and then Christy is the mom of Chloe. So that's what they were. They were the moms, and they're doing a podcast where they're rewatching the entire show, and they're just saying behind the scenes. And I think they're even doing that for reality, because they kind of know what goes on behind the reality scenes. So a lot of stuff is there interesting. So if you are a Dance Moms fan, make sure you're over there. If you haven't already, if you don't know about it, go over there. and listen to it. It's definitely very interesting, to say the least, to hear what's going on, and it's just like, it's kind of crazy to hear the behind the scenes of that. So yeah, anyway, so let's go on to my thoughts. This time around watching it, it has been hard. It has been very, very hard for me to watch, mainly because I'm older and I'm understanding more, and I don't know if I can, honestly, frankly, it's really tough to watch. I will say that. I'm pausing it every 5 seconds to scream at Abby, because it's like, you're yelling in kids' faces, saying they're dumb, stupid, they're just, you don't understand, like, you don't know, and it's like, Abby, you're yelling at kids' faces, making them cry. You're yelling in kids' faces, saying they're dumb, saying their parents are dumb, their moms are dumb, how they need to control their mothers. Because frankly, you know, one of the biggest things that I hated when Abby says, these kids are 8, 9, 10 years old. Abby goes, you need to control your mother. They're children. They cannot control their parents. You do understand, like, did you control, like, Abby, when you were that age, did you control your parents? Were you telling them what to do? So, what do you think where an 8-year-old's going to do that to where it's not going to look bad? Because they have no say in what's happening. They have no say if they're going to go to Candy Apples, if they're not going to go to dance. They have no say in that. That is what that's what the parents have a say in. Abby? Okay. That one thing is saying, you need to control your mothers. Like, okay, Abby. Also, I would definitely say, I do think that Abby definitely needed to learn how to be an adult and act like one, because I don't know what it is, but my biggest pet peeve in life is when adults act like children, and Abby Lee Miller is a great example of someone who didn't grow up, and I hate her excuses for everything she does. I'm an only child. So, like, what? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm getting distracted. That needs to go over there. Okay, what am I saying? Oh yeah, so like how Abby's acting like a child, and how she needs to act like an adult and act like she's someone who runs a business, because and I swear, if I hear one more time, it's my name, it's my company, it's my brand, it's my this, I'm gonna punch her, because it's basically like, so you're telling me that it's all about you? Because frankly, Abby thinks everything evolves around her. Like, I get that you own a studio, you own a business. That doesn't mean you can do whatever you want in it. That doesn't mean you can say whatever you want. That doesn't mean you can treat your employees, or I don't know how she treats her employees, but your dancers, your students, like, it doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. Like, frankly, I really wish that a cop would come up to her, because she loved calling the cops. Apparently, even Kelly has said it, that, like, she loved to call the cops on everything. Like, if it was, like, I remember that because I saw this clip of, I forget what season, I think it was season 2 Nationals, and they were training, and Kathy she was, like, trying to open the door, because the producers probably said, hey, like, go in and start a fight with Abby, and Abby's like, I'm gonna call the cops off the premises. It's like, you don't own that building, so you cannot usher her away. You can't just say, scooch, you gotta go away. Like, you can't do that. I don't know. She seemed to love the cops a lot. Anyway, I also am gonna say that I think it's weird that Abby really wants to be a dancer. Like, she wants to be her dancers. Like, she doesn't want to be like them. It's not like she's just living vicariously through them. She wants to be them. Like, there's this one I think it's season 1 or 2. I think it's season 1, where Christy goes to her room, which first off, why in the world did she say, don't come to my room, I could have been indisposed? Why would you open the door? If you were taking it, here's my thing about it. You're making it seem like she just, like, I don't know, like, Abby would be one of those people that you would have to walk around eggshells, not to, like, get mad. Seems like that's what they did. It's like they have to walk around eggshells not to, like, get her upset. It's like, I don't know how she is in real life. Anyway, but I'm just like, oh, yeah. Anyway, she goes, and basically Christy's saying, stop telling my daughter she needs to be like Maddie. She's Chloe. Tell her to be Chloe, not Maddie. Because frankly, you can see it. Chloe lost her confidence because of Abby Lee Miller. Not because of her mom. Because her mom was trying to build up her confidence, not tear it down. And frankly, I will defend the moms. They had every right to do what they did. Because they were protecting their kids. And no, they aren't jealous of Maddie. No one is jealous of Maddie. Except you, Abby. You're jealous of Maddie. No one is jealous of Maddie. Do you know why they're not jealous of Maddie? Because they are seeing the unfair treatment that their kids are getting. So they're not good. So they're seeing the unfair treatment that you are giving to their kids, towards their children. So they are going into battle saying, please, like, doing all these things. Like, they're not jealous of Maddie. They're mad that you, Abby, is giving Maddie better treatment. Okay, so, but what was it? Oh, she said, so, Maddie said, she said that's like, oh my gosh, you're just jealous. Like, no, I'm not jealous. And then somehow, I forget how it went into this, but Abby goes, do you want to be Maddie? I don't want to be Maddie. It's like, you legit, like, she legit said that. And then later on in the seasons, I just remember this particularly, like, in season 6 or 7, she wanted to be Kalani. And then she wants to be her dancer. She wants to, like, it's so weird. Like, it's so weird. I also watched the reunion, which I know that's so, like, whatever, but it was on YouTube. I wanted to watch it. Here's what I think. Can I say this? I liked JoJo when I was younger. I think a lot of kids did. I do think she's gotten a little crazy. I do have to say, though, that all the comments saying, oh my gosh, like, I don't think JoJo should have been, she shouldn't have been big. It's not that she shouldn't have been a big part of the reunion. It's the producers, the editors, the directors, like, whoever, like, who makes the decisions of, like, what goes and what should not have had JoJo. Because JoJo is very open about her experience. I'm going to say that she is. So, there's that. But I do have to say that the producers should have put in more, or the director, the editor, whoever, I think it's like all three, should have had more. Definitely Chloe, Brooke, and Paige, because I was there for Chloe, Brooke, and Paige, not Kalani and JoJo. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so there's on the reunion. There's a lot of, okay, I'm going, like, all over the place. Like, I just have so much stuff to say. Oh my, I have so much to say. I felt bad for Christy in that one episode. So there was one episode where it was that they took the moms, except for Christy, took Abby speed dating, and Christy was gonna come, and they're like, Christy, you can't come. And it was just like, I don't know. Abby is just, I don't know. Also, I felt bad because in the same episode that she had, it was on a date, and the date seemed a little uncomfortable. Like, it's just like, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I do also have to say, though, that I don't know. It's just, this show, it's tough to watch, and I'm guessing, I mean, it was really tough to be a part of it, clearly. I don't know. It's just, that's, like, my opinion. That's my thought, is it's tough to watch. It's, like, there's just no words. And I'm sorry, how do you think Christy was going to act when you came in, took your purse and threw it in the counter and started screaming at Chloe. Like, I don't understand Abby. Like, I just don't get it. I don't know. It's just, the things that Abby does just does not make sense to me. And it's show business, it doesn't have to make sense, she's whatever. It's like, but it just, I don't know. I'm annoyed with Abby. That's what we'll say. 100%. I'm so annoyed with Abby. I do have to say, I'm seeing a little clips of season 5, season 6. Abby went crazy. Like, when Abby went to LA, she was crazy. Like, I'm sorry, why did Abby go crazy? Was that because it was this one? Because I know, clearly, guys, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but apparently Melissa was the one that turned Abby Lee Miller in. If you guys didn't know that, apparently. That's what I heard. But it was, okay, could be fake. I don't know. I don't really trust everything I heard online, but apparently Melissa was the one who turned Abby in. And it was at the time where she was going through all of her troubles. I mean, I know she was building, like, a company in LA, but, like, I don't know. Also, I know it's bad, but, I mean, you didn't really see a lot of students in the, like, Pittsburgh one, but was there, like, any students in the LA one? Like, was there anyone who actually took classes in the LA building? I don't know. You know what? I was just weird. The entire show is weird. Everything is weird. I do think hearing what happened it's just whatever it is. Like, again, I don't know. I do, like, whatever. It's just, I don't know. I'm like, it's just, I don't know. You're looking at the show and you're just like, I just don't understand how. It's just like, I don't know. Like, my biggest thing, because you know that the Highlands had a good relationship. I want to know if Chloe had a good relationship with Abby in some sort of way. Like, if Abby was nice to Chloe. Nia, I feel so bad for Nia. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for her. Like, I want to read her book. I haven't read her book yet. I haven't gone yet. I should get her book. It's called Bottom of the Pyramid, I think. Bottom of the Pyramid. Like, I feel so bad for Nia. It's like, it's just like, it's so sad. Just so sad. Like, I feel bad for all the kids. Like, I don't know. Also, okay, so all of that stuff, let's go on to Abby's choreography. It's the same. I don't understand. Like, I know a lot of the competitions were fake, but I don't understand, like, how Abby won all the time with her choreography, because basically, especially, like, I don't know if I'm the only one who knows this. Again, I'm not really great into dance. I'm not someone who took a lot of dance classes, but, like, is it just me, or does she moves are like, I'm gonna, like, jazz hands, turn, okay, let's do a trick, let's turn, trick. Like, it doesn't seem like there's that much, there was never nothing to the dance. It was always, like, something completely different. Like, I don't know. And here's my thing. So, in season 3, they went up against Studio Blue, who is, if you don't know, it's called there's Dance Moms Rivera, which I don't know if I'm going to watch yet or not, but they, Studio Blue went up against Abby Lee Miller, Abby Lee Dance Company. And, well, let's think. Studio Blue beat them by a good chunk. And you know why? Studio Blue. But here's my thing about Abby. And again, I know I'm probably a terrible person because I wouldn't be blaming the kids going, it's your fault that you lost the kids. No. Studio Blue had a good piece, had a good, mature dance. Yours was cute. So I would sit there and say, you know what, guys, it's we got fourth, that's great, but yeah, we could have beat them. I just didn't give you the appropriate dance to beat them. They came out with a very good, mature piece, and that's what Abby should have done instead of screaming that it was Nia, Chloe's, Brooke Page's holy. That's the problem, is that she's screaming at them. I don't know. Also, apparently Abby had really insane contracts, so it seems like, you know, it didn't go both ways on, you know, a lot of stuff. I just, you know, it is what it is. Like, I do think it's sad. Apparently, I think it's Stars. Apparently Chloe is not terrified. She just won't have anything with a star on it or something like that. I think that's a star. It's just what? I don't know. And also still don't like Abby because she's getting mad at the girls because it's like, I'm the reason why they had their sex. But can I say something, Abby? You wouldn't be a household name without them. And yes, they wouldn't be a household name without you, but they're part of the reason why you're well known, why Dance Moms was well loved, because if apparently from season 4, so from 5 on, the ratings just dropped. They didn't do any more shows. I mean, they did a season 8, which was really stupid. I didn't like that season. It was just so I don't know, I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. I don't know. I don't know. I also love, because I just saw a clip of this as well. So, if you don't know, in season 1, episode 2, there was a dance they did called Electricity. Apparently, Maddie and Chloe were don't post, they didn't want it shown. So, they did that. They were 8, 9, it was the first season, so they were young, and they, shouldn't have done that. In the last season, I think it was one of their last dances, they did kind of a mature piece. They were 18, 17 years old, I believe, at that time. So it was appropriate for that time. Abby walked out. She was like, I can't watch this. It's so disgusting. So someone who did Electricity is disgusted by what they did in season 7. Cool. Okay, great. Cool. Okay. Cool. And then Brynn. Oh, my God, Brynn. That episode is just I don't understand it, why she went how she was. I don't know. The show, it's really bugging me. I mean, my thoughts were definitely very repetitive. I mean, I know it was so repetitive, but I don't understand Abby. Why did Abby did what she did? Why? I don't understand how she can't take accountability. How she can't, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I do still think it's sad. There was the other day, or a little while ago, she was doing a pyramid of the girls, and it's just she's still bullying them. And then I think it was, I know Chloe and Nia weren't on the pyramid, and then someone else wasn't. I think it was, they weren't on I forget who else was on the pyramid, but Chloe, and everyone's saying, even them as adults, she's still making fun of them. And I think that's just, I don't understand why you would do that, Abby. I just don't get it. I don't understand where you can't take accountability. Because, again, for me, I'm a different person. I know I am. I know I have a different mindset. I know that when I'm in the wrong, I'm saying, yeah, I'm in the wrong. I screwed up. I was the one that made a mistake. I was the one that did this. Again, I would sit there and say, if they didn't win, I wouldn't be yelling at the dancer. I'm you know what? You did a good job. You got second place. Second isn't the first to lose. You got second. You did a good job. But you know what? I'm going to give you better choreography next time. I just don't understand these people. I think we're going to be done for this thought. I will probably be back for, more of my thoughts on this show as I finish it off. So that's going to be it. I know it's very, very repetitive. But that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, you guys have a good night, good day, wherever you are, and goodbye.